Today I'm going to take the transmission out. I did some research last night and I think the seal and a gasket might fix this. And I didn't really look on how to do it yet, but I'm going to pull the transmission today and see what's up. So I loosened up the motor mounts. I pulled the exhaust because it was going to bind. And it looks like I can get to those pretty easy. All the way around, actually. And looks like there's going to be plenty of room to just drag it back and drop it down. I'll find out. So I have just enough reach. I'm going to end up right there with it. Perfect. Couldn't ask for better. Had just enough sockets in stock. Thought I was going to have to go buy some. I'm having problems with this transmission linkage. And what I think I'm going to do, because this is all the way out as far as it can go. It's adjusted as far as it can go. I'm just going to move this down a little bit more so this isn't in full stroke. Drop it all the way down into first and then make sure it can pull it into first gear and then get it as short as possible instead of, I don't know, instead of as long as possible. See it? Looks like it. All of that adjusts right there. I think all that pulls in. So that's all the way back. So I need to just adjust this linkage better, I think. I'll show you that later when I do it. Got a transmission leak. Can't really see it on camera. Just wait for the oil to dry, or oil to leak out, I mean. A little bit more. So it's probably coming out of the converter, so. What do we do with that damn pipe? Oh. Ow, fuck me. Gonna raise the car up. Well, looks like the seal might be kind of easy to replace. That's just right there. Thing is, it really doesn't look that bad. I wonder if I should just go with replacing the seal, slap it back in and see what happens. Alright, remember how on my first transmission video I was bolt bound on the torque converter? Well, that needs to be what some videos are calling coached in, so it needs to be able to float in those holes. And if it doesn't, then it'll force itself down on that seal and cause it to leak. That seal don't look bad. It looks like it's new. So I'm going to take this torque converter out and I'm going to waller them holes out some more with a drill bit or something and get that thing so it floats in there so that it can be adjusted to the transmission. I don't know. Hopefully that would work. I'm kind of worried about balance issues if it gets off center, but it seems to me it needs to float. So I'm thinking about it. What's the worst thing that can happen? I have to buy a new flywheel? Well, that one's a piece of shit anyway. So I'm gonna drill it. transmission. Plan on reusing that. That's gonna be, can't read it. It's gonna be 35/64. Now I've been having a hard time turning this thing over, so I wonder what it's gonna be like. Oh, I got all kinds of room. All right, that's done. All right, just test fit it now. Okay. Well, that's the first time it's popped right in. Last time I did this, I had to screw them in from the other side one at a time just to get it to go in. I think that's better. I don't know if that'll fix the problem for sure, but kind of wondering if it's worth putting the tranny back in and dumping the fluid in to find out. Came out easy, but it'll probably go in hard. Well, what the heck do I have to lose? Time? I'm gonna put it back in and see if allowing that to center will fix it. Got it in by a thread on the bottom torque converter bolt. That'll help. No! Oh, thought I lost it. Thought it was gone forever. That one started. That's 2 bolts. It's going in easier than I thought. That's the FedEx truck. Probably delivering my valve body. Oh no. that's Christopher. Damn. Hey. So I pulled the transmission out and I checked the seal, and the seal looks like it ain't bad. So
the rear main seal?
Yeah, I mean, it probably can be hard to tell.
It's not leaking anything that it's not bad.
Well, it was leaking, but I Googled it and YouTubed it, and if the torque converter doesn't get put in right, it can make the seal leak. And I tested it with, I put an Allen wrench in there and it's spring loaded and it springs still, and it doesn't look like it's got any real worn spots in it. So I think it's because I didn't have the torque converter centered because I was bolt bound.
Right.
When I went to put this transmission in, I had to screw the bolts in and they were severely bolt bound. You know, you can start a bolt and it forces its way in.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I did.
So these are Cobra taillights.
Those look used.
They are.
Okay. Did you buy them used?
Yeah.
They look broken too.
No, they're not broken.
Why does it look broken right here? Flip it over. Flip it over. Right there. It looks like that's supposed to go down.
No.
No?
No. I only paid $125.
For them used?
Yeah.
Holy crap.
They're off a Cobra.
So? They're used.
Well, yeah, you buy brand new ones, they're fucking $250. And I want the stock looking ones because I don't like the Euro taillights that are on my car. Those are European fucking taillights.
I'm going to put it back together, and then I'm going to put fluid in it and see if it still leaks. And it probably will.
Oh, here's you need any fucking parts for your Mustang, any of your Mustangs, like body parts, fucking, because I know you said that car over there, you're gonna make a really nice one.
Well, I'm not making it nice, I'm making it a drag car.
Well, I already know the name of this company, but I'll give you this card. Hang on to. It's called Encore.
Is it magnetic?
No. You can,
I won't hang on to it then.
well, you can magnet it to the fridge. Well, this looks broken.
Yeah, it is. It's just the rubber though, it's not the actual steel. I can't find the damn cross member hole.
Cross member bolt's right here, dude.
That one goes on this side.
Yeah, I just wanted to come over here and start my car. Make sure the battery wasn't draining and shit.
I started it the other day trying to test a timing light that I couldn't get to work.
Test my timing?
A timing light,
Oh.
because it wasn't getting a flash, and I knew that. And then I went down to my truck, can't find plugs. That truck can't find plugs. Chad's truck can't find plug wires because they're like coilovers or whatever.
Oh.
So the only car here that I could test it besides mine was yours. It's fucking crazy.
But the spark plugs are hidden on trucks? Like they're
No, coil over doesn't have spark plug wires. The coil is right on top of the spark plug.
Oh, yeah.
Gotta tighten the bolts on the torque converter. Okay, so here's the difference. See how easy that moves? It's not bound up on shit. Well, before I had to take these studs out and kind of force them in with an Allen wrench. That's how bolt bound they were. And there was a video online that said that if this isn't able to self-center into the transmission before you bolt it on the flywheel, that it'll push on the side of the seal and then the other side will leak. So hopefully this will fix the problem, because that seal didn't look that bad. Got the starter hooked up and the lone wolf switch, and I'm just going through and snugging these right here. Comes around right here on the center of the bottom of the transmission where that access plate goes. And I'm snugging them up, then I'll turn them around and I'll just kind of keep snugging them up a little bit at a time. I got the fuel pump disconnected so it won't start. If it does, it won't run very well. Should be the last nut to put on. Had them all right there and piled together, but knowing me, they weren't all right there piled together. But anyway, they'll probably all be on there when I go around. I hope this fixes the problem. That'd sure be nice. Probably won't. Probably won't. Ooh, almost overdid it. I think the reason that I wanted to do this way is, well, one, because I'm cheap and I didn't want to, and lazy, and I didn't want to replace the seal, but two, now I'll know if it stops leaking, it'll be because I screwed up installing this converter. Where did I set the damn wrench? Do this all the time. And I bet you know where I set the damn wrench. You know, this might be why the dang thing was turning over so hard. I don't know. It was bound up on the seal. We'll see later. Still doesn't turn over easy though. Even when I had the transmission off, still had to use the chain wrench, so I guess that's not going to be what it is. you that was gonna happen. I fucking knew it. Now I don't know where I'm at. Alright, I'm gonna connect the exhaust now. Probably save the linkage for later, and then I'll drop it down and add some fluid. That's Christopher coming home from a joyride. I still need to tighten the motor mounts down. If I could find my wrench. There it is. And that's how easy it is to take my exhaust off. Really convenient. I love it. Yeah, I gotta drop it down. Well, if I'm gonna take it for a drive, I'd have to connect the linkage back up. I was just gonna drop it down and add some fluid and raise it up and start it before I connect all the linkages and shit. This exhaust is super easy, dude.
The exhaust?
Yeah, it just comes in and out so effortlessly.
Something's rubbing in the front of my car. When I take a super sharp turn, it fucking rubs somewhere, and I don't know where.
Oh, you're.
Not
UPS is here. I hope that's my valve body that just showed up. If that is that valve body, I can't install it anyways because I don't have the deep pan. Unless the pan showed up too. Hey, wait, is that from Holly? Is that from Holly? I got a fuel pump coming. I don't want to accept.
Yeah, this is from Holly.
Yeah, let's not open that. Because I didn't order my. I ordered my valve body from Summit, so.
Yeah, this is the Holly. Well, that's not your valve body then. They're getting delivered by UPS or FedEx.
I don't know.
Did you check down by your garage?
Christine just did. Alright, see ya. And that's as easy as the exhaust is. Perfect. Yeah. So we'll oh, I want to tighten the motor mounts down before I get too carried away. I need to shim these at some point. The one side over there needs to be shimmed probably 1/8 of an inch. But I haven't bothered to get the shims. Backup wrench. Nothing but time. One down. You know, I really should just find a washer and make a shim. See that? That's better than nothing. At least it's something. At least something to be there. Probably gonna have to get the transmission jack and push up on this. Kind of bolt pound a little bit. Got it jacked up with this 2x4 here. I have to loosen this motor mount off because I think it's kind of binding over here rather than lifting that bolt. Or this thick. This thick. All that struggling, washers were too small to put the bolt through. No, it still doesn't want to go, but there. Would have been easy if I had the right washers. Still not perfectly level. But I'm tired of fighting it. And I don't have any more washers. So I'm just going to tighten them up. Okay, put the drive shaft in. And FedEx is here again. Wonder if it's my kid. Don't look like it. I think my valve body's here. Can't put it in anyway, but still. 2 packages from Summit. That means that one of them's probably the oil pan. I think I'm still gonna check and see if this thing leaks, because draining the oil is draining the oil. So I jacked this rear end up, and it gives me more room, because as it goes up, it goes back. It gives me more room to get over this bolt right here on the rear end. Put it in neutral. So you know how the wind's been blowing through here today, right? My kid comes with this box. Well, this box was here. Now, he had taillights in this. It was full of these, full. The wind comes in blowing, he's got them set on top of the tires, empty box open, blows the shit everywhere. Don't worry, Christopher, I got it, I got it. I also have the title to your car that was in this box. All right, back to installing the drive shaft. Sucker started. Now I'll drop down on the drive shaft. It's right on it. There's no room to wiggle. But when I put the weight of the car on it, there should be room to wiggle it. Just barely before that, I got it. Just barely before it reaches the bottom, it hits the drive shaft. Okay, the shaft is in. I'll drop it down and add the rest of the oil and see if it leaks. All right, it's still on jack stands or whatever, and it's in park. I'm gonna go ahead and start it. And check for leaks. So I thought it might be a blown head gasket from that last video, but see right there, see that puddle of green right there, and when I reach my finger here I can feel wetness and stuff coming off of this right here. So I think I just need to retorque the intake, and then I'm going to start it and look around for leaks again. Okay, I got the tranny back in and everything put together, and I went for a ride. And I guess it's got a little bit of fluid here, but it ain't dripping like it was before. It was just dripping out of there before, and then I got a drip here. And so I mean, it's a lot better. When I was coming in the first time, it was all over the floor, and it ain't all over the floor now. So maybe it'll be okay. Maybe that's an acceptable amount. I don't know. I'm gonna be putting a new pan on and a different valve body, but the problem is this shifter, I can get it to go into park accurately. I'm gonna shift back and forth through the gears, but it won't go into first and second accurately. It's just, I don't know what to do. It's got an adjustment here that adjusts it for how far it makes it here, and this is a fine tune for how far, but there's no adjustment for how long the stroke is. And there should be. If there was, then I could fine tune it to be in park and actually get to first gear. I've been driving around doing the learn table and then loading it to the ECU, and I tried messing with the fuel table myself and I just screwed it up. So I copied and pasted another global map back onto there, and I'm letting it do the learn thing. I really don't know enough about it to be messing with it, so I'm just going to let it do it on its own. The transmission is not leaking. Well, it's not leaking much. It might still be leaking a little bit, but that bolt bound converter was what was causing the issue, and I'm glad it was that. I'm pretty sure I haven't opened the boxes yet, but 2 boxes from Summit came in, and that should be the valve body that I ordered, and hopefully the other box is the new transmission pan. It's deeper because it needs to be deeper for the new valve body. So maybe my next day off I'll be doing that if everything goes as planned. Closing the video saying I don't have a leak, but this leak, I'll sit it right over the leak and flip it up. That's right there. That's the power steering. Surprised it ain't out of fluid yet. The fittings I got must not have worked. Flashlight. Yeah, it's all over the place over here. It's coming out of that fitting that I bought. I guess I might have to spend the money and get the ones that LMR says is specially made. It's seeping right out where the O-ring goes. I'm not high enough with the camera. Right there where the O-ring goes, it's seeping out. I need a different color tranny fluid. Now here, let's look through the phone, Tony. Okay. So it's got a little moisture there, but no active drip. Now that has an active drip. And, well, I might have actually sealed the plug, but that I've tightened all the way down as much as I can, and I don't really care about it anymore, so I tightened it even more, and it's still leaking, but it was leaking a lot worse than that. So turns out the transmission is doing good. This seal here could stand to be replaced. It's dripping a little bit. That can be done anytime. Now, what's in these boxes? That is the regulator from Holly that I'm just gonna return to sender. Won't cost me anything that way. Not even gonna open it. Oh, there's something in there to heavy. That's my transmission plug for the speedometer cable. Another Summit sticker. And come out. Automatic transmission pans. So that's the pan. That's heavy. It's going to add a lot of weight to the car. Comes with the filter that drops down too, because it's extra deep. So good. Got that. Now the expensive one. There it is. There's the thing that's supposed to solve all my problems. Oh yeah, that's what I need more of those. Oh great. Great. I gotta dig that out. Guess I'll have to blow that out before I get it installed. This is supposed to bolt right on. Just here. Just bolt right on. I think this side's up. I think that might be the... I have no idea what I'm looking at. Ooh, boy, that looks strong. That's a hefty spring there. Not even in one instructions. Alright. So that'll be my next day off. That'll be my next video. Thanks for watching.